Amazing audience, we are live with Tina Fischer. Tina, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you for making this amazing space available to us.
You're welcome. We're glad you're here.
It felt like a treasure chest though. I mean, we started on the top and then we came one floor down. And when she said, you guys need to go down, it felt, like, okay, we're going down. But then down seemed even just as beautiful as the top.
Thank you.
What has inspired this?
Lee
Well,
Fletcher.
first, let me say, this is Rising Tide
Innovation.
Innovation. Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Lee Fletcher, who is my partner in a law firm called Fletcher & Fischer. We are based out of here. And I decided when it was time for us to move our law firm to a new space that we wanted to do something a little different. We sat in an office for about 5 years with pretty much no contact with the outside world. It's kind of the way our law firm works. Most of our clients are out of state, so they never came in. So we decided that we wanted to do something to bring people in. Given the fact that we knew we were going to have to develop all of our office supplies and amenities and everything that we needed again in a new space, and coming off of starting our own business, knowing how expensive it was, we decided to do something to help other people at the same time. So we opened Rising Tide. We are a co-work space, but we are a little bit different from other co-work spaces. We're a collaborative community. We want to encourage people to come and join our community who are entrepreneurs, people who are in the technology fields and are starting their own businesses, trying to kick off their ideas and want to come to a space where they can collaborate with other people, other like-minded people. We have people from all walks of life. It's very interesting as people are starting to come in and join our space, and we are enjoying we're having a great time.
That's wonderful. So, where can people go to find out more about Rising Tide Innovation?
They can go to risingtidecowork.com.
Okay, wonderful. Risingtidecowork.com. Now tell me, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting, if you had to sum them up into talents?
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's a lawyer. A lawyer would say that. Well, I believe that talents are things that you interact or you do, and those talents have created a scenario that has me present with you right now.
Okay. One of the things that I've always enjoyed doing in my practice is working with small businesses. I help small businesses get started. I help them with the legal aspects of what they need. I help connect them with the resources that they may need as they get started. So that's kind of a passion of mine. So what we do here is the law firm offers 1 hour a month of free legal as a benefit to your membership.
Wow.
So that all of our members who are, developing small businesses and needs some guidance, or even if they just need some guidance about a contract that they have. They don't quite know what to do with that. They just need a little bit of, advice from somebody who has some experience, evaluating terms of contract. So we give them that. So, Lee, my partner, is she has she owns a few water testing labs in the Virgin Islands. She is very, very interested in science and technology. So she's very interested in helping other people who are developing their careers and have innovative ideas related to technology, in particular related to water.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes. Well,
yes,
we are.
well,
like I said, we are all about.
Yeah.
We're all about water.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, we both come from water backgrounds. As I said, Lee spends so much time in the USVI, and she loves it down there. And I'm actually from Florida.
Oh, really?
And I spent a little bit of time as a mermaid at Wikiwachi,
Yeah.
which is funny.
So who did you learn the skill of being an advocate from? Is there someone in your family you learned that from? Seems as though you're an advocate for others. Who did you learn that from?
Well, I was in the military for a while, And I think it probably comes from there, you know, just kind of coming up from a very young age. I went in not too long after high school, and developing and rising in the ranks in the military. I was always interested and always one of those people who mentored. I like mentoring people. So it just seemed like a natural transition.
Why will you continue to mentor people?
Why? Because I think it's important, you know? I mean, I really do. I love to see, I get such a great feeling of satisfaction at seeing other people succeed. Knowing that you're making that person, giving that person the tools that they need to make a success out of their life. And watching them grow is fantastic.
What's one other thing you've done consistent? Sorry to cut across you. My apologies. What were you going to say?
No.
What was one other thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years?
One of the things we've done consistently.
You've done. You specifically.
Me specifically. Well,
it could be
actually,
fun. Yeah.
Actually, one of my the kind of pro bono type activities is I work for veterans in this state. I was the chair of the Florida Bar Military Affairs Committee for 2 years. I just stopped doing that. I'm also on the advisory board for Mission United Tampa Bay. So I have for a number of years been on various volunteer committees to help veterans transition and make lives of veterans in the state of Florida better.
How does that make you feel?
That makes me feel great. Being a veteran myself, my husband is a retired Air Force Chief Master Sergeant, and
Wow.
I know how hard the transition was for him after 27 years in the Air Force, knowing that we're doing something to help veterans and, you know, not just retired veterans, but any veterans and their families make that transition out of the military and be successful.
That's great.
Is a great feeling. So
Why would you suggest other people do that? Go out and help others who are having struggles similar to what they've had.
I think that everything that you give, you get back tenfold.
Yeah.
And every time Lee and I put something out, every time we've done something, we've given of ourselves, we've gotten back so much more just by doing that. We've been very lucky. But we've also given a lot of ourselves.
That's great.
We make sure that we always focus on doing and giving people.
That's great. Well, I can definitely be a testimonial to that, right? In terms of you guys opening up this space for us.
Right.
Let's switch gears for a moment. Let me now invite you into my time machine that, interestingly enough, is surrounded with beautiful blue Caribbean water. What is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest child, actually, cows.
Oh, really?
Cows.
Tell me more, please.
My father was a farmer, a dairy farmer.
How old were you in that memory?
3.
Why do you think that memory is so clear?
I really don't know, but it's there.
How do you see it connecting to who you are today?
Hard work.
Oh, yeah, love that. You
Hard
know,
work.
interestingly enough, Wally was interviewed before you, right? When I interviewed him back in 2016, his earliest childhood memory was sitting, looking at a lunar eclipse with his father, and cows came right
That's
there.
interesting.
It was that's interesting, but more than that, the cow represents, just like I told him, right? The cow represents abundance.
Really?
He has a podcast called Men of Abundance, right? But with you, I think what you've done, somewhat metaphorically speaking, from a cow, in terms of, you know, just producing milk for others, sustenance.
Right.
And it's good to see that line go through your life in terms of what you've done for veterans, what you're doing in the co-working space.
Right.
It's amazing, right?
It is. It is.
If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
12. That was a really long time ago. Let's see. That would have been. Oh, I think it was a song from Saturday Night Fever.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
it was
I
one
can
of the
see
Saturday
you.
Night
Yeah,
Fever. Yeah, it was. It was. I think an ELO song of some sort, but I can't remember exactly.
You're
what
good,
it was.
you're good. You did well. You did
Xanadu,
well.
that was another one. Xanadu.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, probably a bit more. Are you ready?
Okay.
Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Well, I'm hoping that I'm passing them on to my daughters. Definitely.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
You said you have children. How many children do you have?
I have 2.
Do you believe in God?
Do I believe in
God.
Yes,
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
I do.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day? How
No.
about 3 hours a week?
Yeah.
What about screen time, the phone and the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Less than 8.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
If you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Tina Fischer, what would you say that is?
Oh gosh. I don't know.
There's something Zig Ziglar that says that I love, right? It's my thing, right? I'll share it with you. You tell me if you think it resonates with you, right? He says, help enough other people get what they want and you will get what you want.
I agree.
There we go. Well, Tina, this has been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Please come to Rising Tide.
Love it. Tina Fischer, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you very much.
Boom. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Give me a high
I
five. 11